Right here. Okay. Say when.
I'm here.
Is the situation the same as the homecoming with the stuff in the thing? Yes.
The sun has come out here at Wayne State Stadium. Butler 0, Wayne State 0. Cliff Russell along with Skip Mackles. And we're back in live action. 1st and 10 for the Butler Bulldogs down to Wayne State 37. Stahl pitches to his fullback Kimball. Stanley Edwards is on the sideline. And Stanley, what are you seeing down there from the playing level?
Well, Wayne State has to be obviously satisfied with the first quarter. It's the end of the first half. It's 0-0. They made some adjustments defensively to kind of step up and stop the run. They're going to have to keep the penetration out of the backfield to give Friday some time to pass. They have opened up the offense and see if they can get on the scoreboard this second quarter. Back upstairs to you guys.
Well, for Wayne State to get on the scoreboard, they're going to have to make a defensive stop here first. Kevin Worthy made a nice tackle. 2nd down and 9. Butler deep into Wayne State territory. Fakes the handoff to Kimball. Stalled back to pass. Looks right. Lets it fly long. The flag is down. And the ball is caught anyway. An excellent catch made by Greg Gower. Abby Herbert on the coverage for the Chargers.
I'm sorry, Cliff. What happens this time is Eddie Herbert. He gets caught not knowing where the ball is, folks. His back is to the quarterback. He looks up, he sees the receiver's eyes get big. He tries to make a nice thing. Receiver slows down, draws contact. We got a foul, we got a great reception, and we got a first down inside the 10.
Gain of 31 yards on the play. The flag was against the Wayne State defender. Interference. Greg Gower made that catch, a senior, 6'1", 185. Just an excellent reception job, and that makes it 1st and goal for Butler. They're knocking on the door. They're at the Wayne State 5, Skip.
Yes, they are, and I'll tell you what, I'll take a wild guess who's carrying the ball.
Well, we'll see. The receiver's wide left, and the ball is handed to Mr. Kimball. He puts his head down, gains maybe 2 yards before the Wayne State tacklers bring him down.
You know, Cliff, I haven't had enough time to take a look at the blocking of Butler with this stunt fall right now. It's causing them some problems, though, because the holes are just not there as they're used to.
Well, after the first quarter, you can see that Butler leading in just about every category. They dominated in terms of passing and rushing, and looks like they're about to score their first touchdown of the game here now. 2nd down and goal, ball at the 3, fakes the handoff. Stahl lets it fly into the right corner, and it is caught for a touchdown. Butler Bulldogs. Stahl's pass is complete to the fullback. Coming out of the backfield, Richard Johnson.
And I'll tell you what, we do see when they flood the area and Wayne State's running the same type of offense, that this Richard Johnson, he's got very soft hands, as we can see. Let's take a look here. Little shoddy fake right there. They have fullback on linebacker, and just a good throw, good catch.
Well, the Butler Bulldogs march down the field. Here's another look at it.
Let's take a look at it from behind Stahl this time, see what he does see. There's no penetration from Wayne State. He's got time, good vision right here. He waits for Johnson to clear, and it's plain catch.
The extra point attempt by Butler is good. The Bulldogs lead 7-0. Tim Whitmer makes it 7-0. Butler Bulldogs. The score: Butler 7, Wayne State 0. Back with more Darter football after this message. It's homecoming day at Wayne State Stadium.
This is a nice day right here. The scoring drive, 10 plays, 63 yards, a touchdown pass, Stahl to Johnson, fullback out of the backfield.
Well, that kickoff from Ron White sails over the head of Tony Hawk. It'll be a touchback, and the Chargers will have the ball first and 10 at the 20. A couple of notes real quick. The band director for many years here at Wayne State, Harold Arnaldi, suffered a heart attack recently. We understand that he is resting well now. We certainly hope that he recovers. Our wishes and prayers for him as you see the Wayne State band playing there on this homecoming day. We also want to extend best wishes to Wally Renaud, who is a longtime equipment manager here at the, for the Chargers. He had quintuple bypass surgery recently. We understand that he is resting in bed now too, and certainly our prayers and best wishes go out to those two men.
Come on back, gentlemen.
Mark Friday, quick pass to Ray Ponder, out on the right flat, and he gets not too far.
Mark's got to be a little careful now. What he's not looking at, from my standpoint anyhow, is they're playing zone now. They're turning the zone up. They had man coverage when they're throwing his hitch. This is zone, folks.
Rashid
Got to be careful. This can be stick the other way very quickly. Larry
Winters and Rashid Williams playing good defense for the Butler Bulldawgs as well. Pickup of about 5 yards, 2nd and 5. The Charter Gridiron Club would like to thank the good people over at Livonia Volkswagen for all their support this year. That support is greatly appreciated by all the people involved with Wayne State football, so thanks again to Livonia Volkswagen. Certainly we appreciate those sponsors of Wayne State football. Charter Gridiron Club, very appreciative. Livonia Volkswagen, we say thank you for allowing us to be here and enjoy Motor City football.
Absolutely, my trip in was very nice.
We had a pickup of about a yard on that last play. 3rd down and 4 for Wayne State. Ball is at the Charter 26. Friday back, hands the ball to the man in motion. A flag is down on the play.
You know, this. Let me tell you what happened here, folks, real quick. The side judge is going to call holding here. The referee is right there. He doesn't call it, and the side just throws a flag in from behind. That's, you know, it's unbelievable. Look at this. It's you know. Let's play football here a little bit. You know, you didn't tackle him, and it's going to come right into your screen right now. It's right up on the top. I want to say 62, which it probably is right here. There's the hole right there, they say, folks. Really wasn't a hold. It wasn't a good block, but it wasn't a hold.
Whitfield got the ball, did not fool Elgin Reese, and he's tackled, plus the penalty tacked on, and looks like Wayne State is going to have to punt. To punt, Eric Burton, the punter for the Chargers, is out. He'll be kicking once again to Eric Voss.
Kicking from the 10-yard line about Cliff once again. Field position going Butler's way. This is how they play their football. This is their strategy. And it looks like a block's coming on.
Burton takes the... Oh, it was close. The defenders were in. Burton is able to get it off. The ball bounces at about the 40 of Butler, takes a Wayne State roll before it's down at the 32-yard line of the Butler Bulldogs. A punt of about 41 yards for Eric Burton. We'll be back with more Wayne State football after this message. Interception, but that touchdown is the only score in this game so far, and Butler has the ball again. Pitch to Kimball, fakes the reverse to the wide receiver. He's brought down by Ebby Herbert.
Ebby and Tony Hawk play pretty good. They stay home and they got good speed once again to react. This time, as you can see, they're using this young man any way they can to get the ball in his hands, because he is the 5th all-time rusher in Butler history. And look at this. Tries to give him a little straight arm there. That doesn't work, and he runs out of real estate.
Good tackle by Ebby Herbert. That play could have gone for a lot more yards. Instead, they gained about 4, 2nd down and 6. Butler, ball about the 30 stop. Kimball gets the ball, goes right, and he's hit in the backfield, brought down very quickly by Rob Zeno.
This defense once again has played very well. It's just It's just they just keep coming at you, Butler, keep coming at you, keep coming at you. So they don't make the third down heel, they'll punt it away, they'll gain 10 more yards. And that's how they play football. They don't do anything drastic, everything. Both coaches of basic type of guys, basic football. Let's put the suits on, let's put the helmets on, block, tackle, that old type of football.
Probably would help the Wayne State defense of the offense spend more time on the field. No gain on that play. Stalled back, looks right. Eric Voss wide open on the right side. He hits him along the sideline. He's brought down by Rashawn Hardy, but not until after a tremendous pickup down the right sideline. It'll be 1st and goal in Wayne State territory.
Well, now wait a minute, folks. Before you say something here, this is broken coverage. That's why this occurs. What happens here is Stall's looking, he's ready to go up top. There's nobody there. There's only one deep going on. Somebody blew a coverage somewhere, and here we are. The chase is on.
A pickup of 58 yards on the play. Eric Voss, who had an outstanding game last week for Butler in their victory over Indianapolis, picks up 58 yards on a pass play. It is 1st and goal for Butler. Ball is at the Wayne State 5. Pitch to Kimball. He picks his hole to the left. Touchdown, Butler. He just runs through the Wayne State defense almost untouched.
Yeah, this was too easy, Cliff. Good blocking up front. Here it is, man-on-man blocking. Nothing fancy. It's just a toss. The old toss left. Student body left. If John McKay was at Southern Cal, this would be your student body left. Here it is right here. Nothing fancy to kick out, block. This is a good job. This is a good job of blocking. Little missed tackle because he got a head down.
Well, as Skip Mackel said, those good backs like to get the ball deep and pick their holes. Yeah. That's exactly what Mr. Kimball did. A 5-yard touchdown run for Butler. Right now, Tim Whitmer trying to make it 14-0 for the Bulldogs. The snap, the kick is up. It is good. 14-0. Butler over Wayne State.
And Clifford, this is a very, very bad team to play catch-up football with. As we mentioned in the open, last year they led the nation in total defense. This year they're leading the nation in points allowed, as we can see. There hasn't even been, I don't believe Wayne State has been on the other side of the 50 yet, so this is a very potent defense.
In the first quarter, it was 0-0, although Butler had the ball 2-1 in times of possession over Wayne State. Butler has 2 quick scores in the second quarter, and Stanley Edwards down at the sideline. Stan, what are you seeing from your vantage point on the field down there?
Okay, I tell you what, Kimball is the workhorse. Kimball's been running the ball pretty well. They have to do something to stop this kid. He's going to bring it up, and he's going to take it in up to the middle. What they've done is kind of a la the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to run the ball at you, and they're going to have you inching up, and they're going to play action to Kimball and go deep. They've done that twice today. Now, Kimball, if he can continue to rip off 5 and 6 yards of crack, it's going to make it very dangerous for the Tar-Heels defense. Kimball's the workhorse. We'll see if he can continue this carrying the ball the way he is in the second half. Back upstairs to you guys.
Well, if he does continue, it will be a long day for all these alumni and homecoming fans here at Charter Stadium. Ron White set to kick off for Butler. Number 5, Randono Johnson. 9, Tony Hawk deep to receive the kickoff. And it will come down into the hands of Mr. Johnson, who takes it around the 5, goes behind the wedge up the middle. And number 80, Elgin Reese, throws his body in there, gets a tackle for Butler. A return of about 25 yards.
Let's take a look at the scoring. Butler took 4 plays, 68 yards. Kimball, 5-yard run, real easy. The big play naturally is to the Jason Stahl to the wide out for a 60-something yard completion. Is that 58? Excuse me.
1st and 10, Wayne State. Ball at the Charter 28-yard line. Friday back, quick handoff to Joe Goff, goes over the right side, picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. He's hit by a host of Butler Bulldogs, led by Larry Winters.
Well, what Wayne has to do right now is try to control the ball, keep it away from Butler, use a very conservative approach to this right now, and just do what they're capable of doing. Run the ball, and then let Friday show off his arm a little bit.
Pickup of 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4. Ball at about the Wayne State 35. Friday hands the ball off to Joe Goff quickly, and he gets nowhere.
Joe Goff, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 64, Dan Manzo.
There were several Butler Bulldog tacklers there. Dan Manjit, the first to hit Joe Goff.
Well, it's very thick in there, Cliff. As you know, when you're running a 52 defense, the person you got to secure is that nose guard. If you don't secure him, he's going to cause havoc in your offensive backfield, and that's what's causing all the problems right now.
Gain of a yard, 3rd and 3. The Chargers would love to get a first down on this one, stay on the field a little bit longer. Quick pass from Friday to Ponder. They pick up the first down yardage. A quick pass out right. The tackle is made by Larry Winters, but not until after Ponder goes far enough for first down yardage.
Well, talking with Brian Van Gorder on the field early in the game, Cliff, I says, does Friday have the ability to audible? And he said, yes, he does. Now, I'm wondering, does he come up to the line of scrimmage and see man coverage and goes right to Ray Ponder? If he does this all day long, if Ray Ponder has man coverage and he's playing 8 yards back, they can do this all day long.
We mentioned Ray Ponder, all-conference receiver last season, and Skip Mackles told you if Friday and Ponder can get it going, that will be some offensive spark for the Chargers. 1st and 10, ball at the 45. Quick handoff to Goff. He goes through the line, picks up maybe 3 or 4. 4 yards on the pickup until he's met by Kent Greer, who makes the tackle.
Once again, it's not 3rd and long. Now it's 2nd and 6. They're putting themselves in an ideal situation. They have themselves open to many options now. They have a playbook in front of them. It's not when you're 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14, where you find yourself in a precarious position.
One wide out left, man in motion coming right. Friday back, short roll out left, and he hits Joe Goff over the left side. A marker's down, but he picks up several yards before he's finally tackled. The marker does come down.
What's going on here is the offensive line.
Ball goes back to the Wayne State 44.
Penalties. Boy, I'll tell you.
All of Wayne State's receivers wide left. Quick handoff from Friday to Joe Goff. He leaps over a defender and just picks his way through the Butler defensive backfield. Picks up enough yardage for a first down before being tackled by Dave Kathman. A pickup of 13 yards, Skip.
This is a throwback. For a minute there, I closed my eyes and I thought I saw Alan Amici. Look at, he's like the horse. Look at him. He's galloping. He's jumping over people. Watch him here. Look at this. He's doing it all. He's looking for somebody to run into.
Joe Goff had over 250 yards against one team earlier this season. He's been a good running back. 1st and 10 Chargers. Ball is at the 43 of Butler, and again, Goff gets the ball.
Well, you see Joe that time. We're going to take a look at him. He's leaning forward right now. He's antsy. He knows he's getting the football. He's tipping his hand a little bit now to the defense because he's leaning forward. He's running forward. Might be a motion call. He's got to watch himself.
Aaron Vermillion was the tackler for Butler.
Not bad. Joe has got 9 rushes for 37 yards right now. No touchdowns. He wants that other column filled with something.
He's probably got over half of those yards in those last 2 carries he's had.
Yes, he has. We got Ray Ponder with man coverage, folks.
Friday rolls left. Another quick pass to Goff that would have gone for some yardage had Friday not overthrown him.
There's no question. Ponder has man coverage. He's running him off. They fake to the fullback, and he comes into the flat. This is great call, just bad execution. You see the ends in no man's land. He knows he's caught, so he said, let me go after the quarterback, and he's wide open. This would have went for some yardage, folks.
Friday.
Here we are. Friday does a good job. Good fake. Baits the defensive end. He's in no man's land once again. Doesn't complete the play, though.
That makes it 3rd down and 6 for Wayne State. Fakes the handoff to the man coming inside. Friday hits Ray Ponder deep on the right side. Ponder runs out of bounds. Run out of bounds by Cameron McDaniel, but not until after a big pickup for the Wayne State Chargers.
And the reason this play works, folks, is the offensive line. We throw some things to them. Let's do, when they do a good job, let's throw some accolades that way. Ray Ponder comes across the whole turf here, and for him to do that, he has to have time. Friday hung in there and makes the completion. Look at Ray. He's looking up. There is a guard.
1st and 10 Chargers, ball at the Butler 25. Give Friday some credit. He rolled left and made a nice throw back right. Oh, a mix-up on that play. He turns around, looks for a ball carrier, no one there. And he's tackled immediately by Elgin Reese, the big defensive end of Butler.
Joe Goff is looking to coach, and he's saying, I'm supposed to go on the left side, not the right side. Everybody always wants to point their fingers. Mark Friday's not had a too bad afternoon right now, 39 yards. He's completed 50% of his passes, 4 for 8 right now. Once again, those columns in that right hand of your screen are empty.
He's had a couple of drops, too. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the 25. Friday, again, a quick pass out to Whitfield. Whitfield knocked down by Don DeCrane.
The old jump pass. Seen a lot of stuff here today. A lot of offense.
One of the good things about Kevin Whitfield, he's one of the younger players for the Tartars, and Skip Coach Van Gorder will have him around for a while.
Yeah, a sophomore, 185 pounds. They'll get him eating right and get in a weight program, and long before he'll be up to 210.
Quick handoff to Joe Goff on the right side. He goes for big yardage before he's finally brought down by Larry Winters.
I'll tell you what, this is a nice drive. This is an excellent drive, I'll tell you. Here's the old crossbuck right now. We're going to take a look at this. We're going to take a look at the blocking right now. Let's take a look at the left-hand side of the screen. Everything's man on man. They close it down. Good block right now. Inside handoff. And Joe's the workhorse.
1st and 10, Wayne State. Ball is at the 11-yard line of Butler. So the Tartars can get another 1st down without scoring. Goff really getting his engines going. And again, the handoff is to Goff, goes through a hole on the left side. He's running, to the point, 10, 11-yard touchdown, Wayne State.
I'll tell you what, you talk about having to come back and get business taken care of. This is a drive to beat all right now. This puts them in this football game. Butler's now walking around wondering, shaking their head, what's going on here? Who is this guy? What does he want?
Well, this Butler defense leads the nation in scoring, only 8.5 points a game, so a big psychological boost, if nothing else, for Wayne State,
nice
to march down the field and score.
Absolutely. Here's Joe running a couple of arm tackles.
The extra point attempt by Eric Burton is no good, and the score is 14 for Butler, Wayne State 6, and we'll be back with more Tartar football after this message. Incredible.
On 3-3-7-7-8.
Let's take a look at head coach Brian Van Gorder. Look at him. You think he's fired up?
We're probably thinking he's still back in his old playing days.
Whoa. Left and a right and a left and a right. You can't stand there, coach.
Big score for the Wayne State Tartars.
The problem, I'm sorry, Clifford, the problem is they missed the extra point, though. So the touchdown's not naturally important, but that extra point, look at this, it's a live ball.
John Hill finally fell onto that kickoff for Butler. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Ball is at their 25.
Wayne State that time took 4 minutes and 37 seconds. It felt like a little longer than that. 12 plays, 71 yards at a time when it was critical for them to come up with a big series. Naturally, this is getting a little closer now, folks. 148 yards to 105.
Jason pitches the ball back to his big fullback. It goes over the right side. Gets deep into the defensive backfield of the Tartars. Good run by Richard Johnson before he's brought down by Rashawn Hardy. That'll be close to a 1st down, Skip.
Well, Mr. Johnson saying, let me play a little bit here, too. He caught a couple of nights, caught a great screen pass, showed good hands, caught a pass for a touchdown. Now showed good speed getting around that corner, Cliff.
Did gain enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 Butler. Ball is at the Bulldog 35, and the Tartars would love to make a stop somewhere along this drive. Stalled back, hands off to Johnson once again, who's tripped up in the backfield. Bernard Evans is right there.
Yeah, once again, we're talking about trying to work out this blocking schemes. I know Butler's going to go back into halftime, folks, and get to that chalkboard real quick to see what's going on, because this stunt 4 is causing them a lot of problems up front. They don't know what's going on here, and everything from tackle to tackle is very, very thick.
Bernard Evans tripped him up. Rob Zeno finished him off at 2nd down and 9. A gain of 1. Stahl makes a quick pass out to John Hill in the right flat, and it's complete for a pickup of about, looking at the statistician here, pickup of about 5 yards.
Well, that time, once again, they were trying to go downtown with it, but this time coverage was there. So Stahl is trying to throw that home run ball a lot today.
Stahl is a pretty mobile quarterback. He gets out and scrambles and rolls and pretty accurate. 3rd and 4, Butler ball is at their own 41. Stahl back, looks right, throws right. Pass is complete to Eric Voss, his favorite receiver. Voss is brought down by Rob Zeno.
Well, the question really we have to ask right now is Kevin Kimball, he's on the sideline, Cliff, what's going on there? Maybe we can find out if he's hurt or nicked up or what's going on. They're going with a one-back type of offense right now with Johnson and 3 wideouts. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on with Mr. Kimball.
And another first down for the Bulldogs. They are now in Wayne State territory at the Tartar 48. Stahl over center, looks over the line. Back, and there's the pitch to Johnson. Marker is thrown.
Oh, I'll tell you, you know something? Here's a perfect example of what they teach you from Pee-wee football to whenever. Don't stop until the whistle blows. They got this guy for knocking down the offensive lineman. The guy's walking around in a daze, and the defensive back came up and laid them. It's as simple as that. You play to play until the whistle's blown.
Personal foul is the call against the Tartars.
Let's take a look here, folks. We got a replay here. You're going to see in the bottom part of your screen right now, Johnson's going to get the pitch. The hole seems to be open, closes up real quick. And here, big number 7, he's walking around. Ball's going to go boom. Here, don't stop, big fella. I got a little something for you. And here comes the flag.
Another bad break for the Tartars. Tartars have 4 penalties now for 35 yards, as opposed to Butler, who only has 1 penalty, a 10-yarder. Butler has the ball now 1st and 10 at the Wayne State 30. Hands off to Johnson, draw play.
Here's this counter draw right now. Once again, everybody's going to. Looks like there's blocking, looks like there's a hole there, but it closes up very quickly. Wayne State's defense is reacting very well to ball carries right now. Johnson seems to be the main back right here. Here comes the counter. Here comes the tackle and guard around. They're looking for somebody to hit. Tony's coming up. Eddie Herbert, rather. Got a hand around the throat there.
Tom Beer with an excellent stop for the Tartars. Pickup of, what, maybe 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Pitch to Johnson. Left side. Whoa. Hit first by Joe Golashevsky. Well, in the first quarter, Kimball was the workhorse for that backfield for Butler.
Yes.
Right now, Richard Johnson is getting the call, and he's responding.
Well, he goes from fullback to tailback now, and he's happy about that because you're going to carry the football a little bit more. Big back. So wears the same number as George Rogers, former Heisman Trophy, but it looks a little bit like him and runs quite similar to his style.
Gower in motion right. Stahl back, looks right. And the pass is complete to John Hill. He's out there by himself. Runs out, knocks down the Tartar defender. Hill knocks down Todd Hanush before he's tackled, and a rain of officials' flags is coming down.
Now, this should be a penalty on Butler for throwing a block after the play is dead. We got Jeff Burks throwing his weight around down on the goal line, right tackle.
And we have a personal foul against the Butler Bulldogs. So the Chargers pick up one earlier. And now a long pass play. As you can see, Stahl hits John Hill wide open.
Well, what we can't see on this play, folks, is there's this pick play. And they pick with the slot man, and this is why Johnson's wide open. Here comes 76. He's throwing his body around. So that's 15 yards. And this should be...
It'll be first and goal for Butler. Ball is at the Wayne State 17-yard line.
Yeah, this should be first and goal is exactly right. This was a dead ball foul.
That was big number 76 for Butler, Jeff Burks. Is he the guy who got knocked down before?
No,
he was not. Okay.
I don't think so.
I was wondering if he was trying to get some payback.
Russell. Yeah, exactly. It was the other tackle, Russell.
What's the fade?
First and goal, but a long 17. Quick handoff to Richard Johnson. Goes over the right side. Picks up some yards, but then a gang of Chargers tackle him.
Number 38, Richard Johnson, in the middle of the line. Tackled by the Holster.
I'll tell you, there's only 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the half, Clifford. And if I'm not mistaken, we'll check with Barry, who's the man. But I think there's only been 3 possessions. But let's take a look at this counter trey again to Rogers. To Rogers. I'm just calling him George Rogers now. He reminds me so much of him, Big Johnson. But I think Butler's only had the ball twice, and Wayne State's had the ball once in this quarter.
Second and goal. They pick up about 7 on that play. At the Wayne State 10, Stahl back, looks, lets it fly right.
And it's down.
Oh, my goodness, a sure interception in the hands of Todd Hanush. He lets it fall, and it's incomplete.
And if you were looking at the play as we are up here, we have a great vantage point. You would think Todd Hanush was the receiver. He's led him perfectly. Stahl throws the ball. Look at this, folks. He looks like he's throwing to Todd.
Todd may have been still a little bit dizzy left from being knocked out of bounds and on his rear end by Big John Hill on the last play, because he just let that one go. So it is third and goal. Ball is at the Charter 10. Wideouts are to the left this time. Stahl back. Looks, screen pass. He lets it go, but no, my goodness, the ball complete to Johnson. But he does not fool Kevin Worthy at all.
And you got to be very careful now that they don't get a penalty for cheerleading here.
Didn't fool Kevin Worthy at all. He was right there when the pass was complete to Mr. Johnson, and he just levels him.
Well, this is a great effort by Wayne State's defense right there. There's Kevin, 6'1", 205.
Another player who will be back for Coach Van Gorder next year. We're going to have a 32-yard field goal attempt by Tim Whitmer.
Little crosswind, wind at it back more than crossing.
It's down, he gets it up, it's long enough, and it is good. A 32-yard field goal by Mr. Tim Whitmer of Butler. That'll make the score 17-6 in favor of the Bulldogs.
And I'll tell you what, this is a moral victory as we take a look at Brian now. Van Gorder, the head coach, talking to his offense now, that they could have had Cliff first and goal at the 2-yard line if they don't have this mishap. They have to take the ball, dead ball foul back to the 17. The defense rises to the occasion and only gives up 3 points.
Now on this kickoff for Butler, we'll have Ron White doing the kicking, and you'll see something that you don't see hardly anywhere these days. He's a straight-on kicker. He kicks it with his toe instead of the side of his foot.
You sure don't see that very.
You really don't. Everybody's
Mark
soccer
Mosley
style.
was the last guy before him. I guess Luke Rosa.
He tees it up. You don't see much of that at all anymore.
You know, we did have a chance when I was at Michigan State, Cliff. Luke Rosa came up and put a clinic on when he was retired for about 10, 15 years from the Cleveland Browns, and he was still knocking them through at 60 years old.
Here comes the kick, and the ball does not cooperate. It falls off the tee, and so he's going to tee it back up again, and they're going to try again. It is a windy day here at Charter Stadium. 46 seconds left until halftime. The Butler Bulldogs have a 17-6 lead over the Wayne State Charters here on Wayne State's 56th homecoming day. There's that straight ahead kick. Goes deep. The Ball is taken by Randolo Johnson. He picks it up. He runs with it, and he doesn't get to the 10-yard line. He's tackled by Joe Huber.
There's some miscommunication back here. Who's going to receive the ball? They don't receive it cleanly, and here's 39 seconds. What you do is run a couple plays, get out of Denver, and go into the locker room and start doing some adjustments. Look at Butler's scoring drive that time, 12 plays, 65 yards. Whitman field goal, 32 yards. Kid has a strong leg, that lefty.
He does have a strong leg, and it was a severe angle, pretty accurate on that one, too. Quick handoff to Joe Goff up the middle, puts his head down, lets it go, and he picks up 2 yards before he's met by a host of Bulldog tacklers.
Butler decides to use one of their 3 timeouts that's left, so they're going to say, let us have one more shot at this.
Well, their defense is so good. With 33 seconds left, they might be able to make something happen before halftime.
Well, if they don't get first down, they're going to make something happen, putting into that wind. So you might have to, and you don't really want to do this, Cliff, you might have to put the ball up on a safe pattern, something to a back out of the backfield or a hitch or something clean, and tell Friday if it's there, take it. If it's not, pull it down and let's go and see what we can do with the punter.
Mark Friday went to the sideline to talk to his offensive coach, get his instructions for this series, and he heads back on out to let his players know.
There's Butler's first year coach. Had a chance to talk with him before the game, Cliff, and nice guy, you know, very matter of fact. You know, we're going to give the ball to this guy, we're going to do this, nothing exciting, just what, you know, who I brought to the dance, I'm going to dance with, and that's about the end of it. Nothing exciting to him at all.
Well, he'd like to do very well this year. After this season, they'll be going to NCAA Division 1AA. And so they'd love to kick off that next season, coming off a good one here. Again, Goff is the ball carrier, picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards before he's brought down by Larry Winters.
Yeah, there's a deal now, I guess, in the NCAA. I'm not sure on all the rules of it, but if you offer some Division I type of athletics, the whole program has to go in that direction. So that's what's happening at Butler now, that some of their programs are Division I, so that they have to bring football to that level.
Butler right in the middle of Indianapolis, Indiana, so they're in a big city. They've got a lot of kids to recruit from, and Indianapolis is a fantastic sports town. They love sports in Indianapolis.
It really is. I had the opportunity about 5 or 6 years ago when the NBA All-Star game was down there.
Did you play in that game?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I missed.
Okay.
That we went down there. We had a good time down there.
Well, if you look at the conference standings right now, Butler is tied for second with a 3-1 record, as opposed to Wayne State 1-4. They are tied for next to last.
Hillsdale, once again, always the same people seem to be on top, Clifford. Hillsdale, Grand Valley, Ashland, good program. Saginaw Valley, there's a surprise right there, 3-2. Ferris, Valparaiso.
Still a few football games left in the conference here. Another handoff to Goff. He tries to go left side and goes absolutely nowhere.
This is timeout into the wind. They are out of timeouts, but they might be able to get one shot at a field goal if they can complete one pass. As you know, in college football, folks, the clock is stopped if there is a first down on the changing of the guard. As they change the chains, the clock is stopped.
Well, the quarterback for Butler, Jason Stahl, has been very successful on a series of pass plays, and I'm sure they would love to try to get one nice, large chunk of real estate on a pass play, going for the score if they can, but certainly put Whitmer in field goal range and get 3 or 6 or 7 more points before halftime.
I think Coach McWhorter, maybe for a moment there, had an idea to go for it or to try to keep the ball on the ground, run out the clock, because there is no more timeouts.
Instead, Eric Burton, number 6, is back to punt for the Tartars. Once again, Eric Voss deep for Butler. He'll be receiving that punt.
Tight formation. Looks like they're setting up for a return.
Burton punting into the wind. Left-footed kicker. Not a great kick. hits and takes a Wayne State bounce before coming to rest at the Charter 49. A 36-yard punt by Eric Burton. And that is where the Bulldogs will take over with 14 seconds left in the first half. So we'll see what type of drive Mr. Jason Stahl can orchestrate for Butler in 14 seconds. All receivers are wide right. Back, drops, looks over to the right, being chased by Wayne State defenders. He lets it fly, gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds, incomplete, intended for Voss. Ebbie Herbert was on the coverage for the Tartars. 7 seconds left in the first half now. Second down and 10 for Butler. Ball still at the Wayne State 49. Well, I'm sure both coaches, Skip, will have some things to tell their players at halftime. A lot more negative things said by Wayne State's coach. Stahl looks right, tries to hit John Hill, overthrows and throws it out of bounds, and 5 more seconds tick off the clock. 2 seconds left in the first half. Well, and there will be one more play in this half.
What he's looking for was he's looking for a deep out, thinking that receiver's going to run off the defender's going to go deep. Well, that didn't occur. They played man coverage that time, and looking for a possibility for a field goal.
Tony Hawk with good coverage for the Tartars, and so this will be the last play of the first half, unless they score, and then they'll get a chance to kick the extra point. Stalled back, he's looking, he's got a little time, he lets it fly right, goes high, and ball is caught by Voss, out of bounds, and that's the end of the first half. Well, the score is the Butler Bulldogs 17, the Wayne State Tartars 6. It is halftime, and we'll be back with more Wayne State football after this local message.